Recording in progress.
Yeah. Okay, I was telling you about the periods and groups and about the electronic configuration. Can you tell me what information we get from the groups?
Like the valency,
What about valency?
like from like what's it called? Like group one will have one valency shell.
One electron in their valence shell. Okay.
Yeah, and
So
one
groups
electron.
tells us about the valence shell electrons. Okay, they tell us about the
Yeah.
valence shell electron. Okay. What about periods?
Periods tells us like how much shells are there in
Yes, periods
like
tells us about
each.
the shells. How many shells are there? Okay. If I if I am writing over here group number 3 and period number 5, what information will I get from this? Group 3 and
So
period 5.
like it's also called it has two valency shells and it's
Group
in
3, it is
the
group 3,
period.
not 2. It is group 3.
Oh, group three, so it has three valency shell and
No.
one
Not
one
valency shell, valence shell electrons.
valency
Okay,
electron,
valency
like
shell
one
mean you are
electron in
saying
the
shells
valence
are
shell.
3. Valence shell electrons, okay?
Yeah,
3 valence shell electrons, okay? And
yeah, and that's five. Yeah,
yeah, the shells will be 5, okay? So
yeah,
it will be
five.
like this. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 shells, and in the fifth shell there will be 3 electrons, okay?
Yeah.
This is the information this we get. Okay, fine. Okay, we discussed about the electronic configuration. What is electronic configuration?
Like how much like each shell can like take like can hold each electrons. Like the first shell can hold two electrons, the second can hold eight, and then like the third or like third can hold eight, but like the fourth or after that can hold 10 only.
Yeah, simply electronic configuration tells us about the arrangement of electrons. Okay, arrangement of the
Yeah.
electrons in the shells. What about the protons and neutrons? Where are they present in the atom? What is their location? Protons and neutrons.
Okay, so the protons and what's it called? The protons and neutrons will be in the nucleus.
Yeah, they are present in the nucleus. And what is
Yeah.
the overall charge on the nucleus?
On the nucleus, it's positive.
Yeah, it's positive because there are protons in it and neutrons.
Yeah, and the electron will be in the like valency shell.
Yeah,
Whatever.
electrons will be in these shells, not valency shell.
Yeah.
Valence
Yeah, in the
valence means the last shell, not the valency shell.
yeah.
You will say electrons are in the shells, in these shells. Okay?
Yeah.
And okay. For example, we have this potassium, okay? And in the potassium, the it is 19, and what it's called, potassium is 39, I think it is 39. Yeah, it is 39. Now can you tell me its A, atomic mass, Z, electrons and neutrons? Yes, what will be A for this atomic mass?
The atomic mass is what's it called? 19.
What
Yeah.
atomic mass? What you're saying?
So, yeah, I was saying like what's it called? The atomic mass for what's it called? For this would
Potassium. This
be
is potassium.
39.
Yeah, 39.
Yeah,
Okay.
potassium. Yeah, 39.
What
And
is proton number? Atomic number?
the proton number or yeah, will be 19.
19. What
Yeah,
about
and
electrons?
the electrons is 39 minus 19, so 19.
No, electrons. Think about it. Electrons. What we have discussed. Electrons number is similar to the number of.
Proton,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So how many electrons will be there?
Same, yeah, so it will be 19.
19. What about
Yeah.
neutrons?
Neutron is where you subtract the mass and the proton number.
Yeah, so it will be
20.
20. Okay, cool. Great. Okay, now for example, we have neon. Okay, 10 and okay, 10 and there is. Now you have to complete its information, its atomic number, mass number. I am just telling you that in it there are 10 neutrons and 9 protons. Okay, now tell me it's A, Z, protons, electrons. Okay, protons, I have mentioned protons. How you will tell me what is atomic mass for this?
The atomic. Wait, wait, if
How
it's
we
the
calculate
neutrons
atomic mass?
10 plus 9.
Yes, we add neutron plus
Yeah, so it's 19.
proton, so it will be
Yeah.
19. Okay, 19 over
Yeah.
here. Yes. What about Z, the atomic number or the proton number?
The proton number is 9.
Is 9. Great.
Yeah. And the electron would be 9 as well.
Yes. Okay. Now are you clear what we do with we need to, for atomic mass we need to add number of neutrons and number of protons. Okay, for
Yeah.
atomic mass. Atomic mass is always written on the above side. Okay, on the top.
Yeah.
And atomic number is written on the below side. Okay, atomic number or proton number.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think you are clear with all this and how we have added them. Okay, how we add the electrons? Firstly, in the first shell you will have the capacity of just filling 2 electrons. Okay, and then the next shell, the second shell, it has the capacity of 8 electrons. So how you will fill 8 electrons in the form of pair? 2 electrons, 2 electrons, 2 and 2. Clear?
Yeah.
So this is what now there are 10. How many left for this? 5. So in the last shell there will be 5. How you will fill 5?
Mm.
Firstly you will make a pair over here, then this and this. Clear?
Yeah.
Are you clear with this?
Yes, yes.
That the first shell has the capacity of 2 electrons, then second shell has the capacity of 8 electrons, and third shell has also capacity of 8, and then up to so we fill that. You must know till calcium. Okay, this is very important. Till calcium you must know the electronic configuration of each and every element.
No.
Do you have any question till this? Electronic shells and all this. Okay. Okay, now we are moving to the patterns in the periodic table. What are the patterns? This I have already told you that electronic configuration is linked closely to the periodic table. The period number tells you how many electronic shells are there. Okay, electronic shells are there. What we get information from the period number? How many
Electronic
shells are
shells.
there? For example, if I talk about the period number 3, it means there are 3 shells, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and the group number is the same as the number of outer shell electrons. Okay, outer shell means valence shell electrons. Are you clear with this? The group number tells us about the valence shell electrons or the outer shell electrons. For example, if I talk about group 1, what we get information from the group 1?
Like group 1, the valence shell
Elements of the group 1 will have
one valence shell electron.
1 electron in their valence shell. Okay, 1 electron in their outermost shell. Okay, they have mentioned here. So the atom of the group 1 element have 1 outer shell electron. The atom of the group 2 element will have 2 electrons, right? And up to so on. This information is very important. I can ask you about this. Okay, that pattern in the periodic table. I will ask you what information we get from the period number, what information we get from the group number. So you need to tell, and you need to give an example. Okay, like for example, period number 3 means there are 3 shells. Group number 3 means there are 3 electrons in the valence shell or in the outer shell. Clear? Are you clear till this?
Yeah.
Okay. The number of the outer shell electrons dictate how an element react. How an element react. The number of
Yeah.
outer shell electrons, what they tell us, that how that particular element will react. That is why the elements in a group have similar reactions. Okay, what they are telling us is that this group number, basically this group number is telling us the number of electrons in the outermost shell. Okay, in the outermost shell, in the outermost
Yeah.
shell, in the outermost shell there is one electron. Now they are telling us that this group number tells us the how all these elements will react. Okay, basically I told you how we make groups. We make on some similarity basis. Okay, so what is the similarity in these, in the hydrogen, lithium, sodium and potassium? The similarity is that they all have one electron in their valence shell, right? This is the similarity. Now they are telling us that the number of electrons, listen carefully, the number of electrons in the valence shell tells us about the elements, how they will react. Okay, for example, if
Yeah.
there is one electron in them, so how they will react? They will not, how they will react. For example, if there are 2 electrons or if there are 8 electrons, their valence shell is filled, how they will react? It depends. Okay, for example, I am just giving you one example. In this case, if hydrogen has just one electron, okay, hydrogen has just one electron, this is telling us that whether, now can you tell me whether hydrogen will like to share the electron or whether it will lose its electron if it want to bond? If this hydrogen
Yes.
want to make a new bond with chlorine or with some other element, for example, it want to make a bond with chlorine, what it will do? Will it lose its electron or will it like to share the electron?
Lose.
Hmm?
Lose.
It will, no, it can't lose, because otherwise if it will lose, what will happen? The hydrogen will, there will be no hydrogen left. Its structure will be ended up because there is just one electron in it. Okay, so this electronic configuration, this electrons distribution in the outer shell, I am repeating, how many electrons present in the outer shell, it tells us how that particular element will react. Okay, whether this element will make a new bond by sharing its electron or by losing its electron. Okay, so in this case, group 1 elements, they always tend to, if we talk about the HCl, okay, it can't lose, the hydrogen can't lose its electron because there is just one electron. So what it will do, it will share this electron with the chlorine to make HCl. Okay, I am repeating this again, that for example you have sodium, right, and you have chlorine. You want to make a bond in them, and you know, in the sodium, in the outermost shell, in this case sodium has one electron in the outermost shell, right? And how many electrons are there in the chlorine outermost shell? How many are there in the outermost shell of the chlorine?
7. 7.
7. So what does it mean? In this case, chlorine, what is possible for chlorine and what is possible for sodium? I am not talking about hydrogen, that was a separate case. In hydrogen there was just one electron, that's why it can't lose this electron. But in this case, if we see sodium and chlorine, now I am asking you, what is the possibility for chlorine about the outermost electron? Will it lose all the outermost electron or will it gain electron from the sodium?
It will lose.
Basically, you know, every species, every element want 8 electron in its valence shell. Okay, 8 or 2 electrons. This rule is known as duplet rule. There is a rule known as duplet, and there is an octet rule. Okay, according to duplet rule, those species which have few electrons, they want that there should be at least 2 electrons in their valence shell. Okay, for stability purpose. Okay, and according to octet rule, there are some elements which want 8 electron in their valence shell for the stability purpose. Okay, for what? Stability purpose. If you see this sodium and this chlorine, what is the possibility in the sodium there is 1 electron. Okay, it has 1 electron in the valence shell. In the chlorine there are 7 electrons in the valence shell. What is the possibility for chlorine? Would it like to gain 1 electron from sodium, or would it like to lose 7 electrons? Like for example, you have 99 rupees and you want 1 rupee to make it 100. Okay, so what you will do? Will you give 99 to me, or will you take 1 rupee from me? What is more good? What is beneficial for you?
Gain.
To gain 1 rupee, right?
Yeah.
To make it 100. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Similarly, chlorine, it is not possible for chlorine to lose 7 electron. It is not the thing. Chlorine, why it will lose 7 electron? The easiest possibility for chlorine is to gain 1 electron from the sodium. Okay. So when it will gain 1 electron from the sodium, what will happen? Its valence shell will be completed. At this stage,
Can you just give me 5 minutes? I'll just go to a new device.
Sorry, can you repeat
Just
it?
give me 2 minutes. I'll go to a new device. This battery is about to finish.
Okay, take your time.